222 XRP Future Millionaire with the side bet on XLM and Future Digibyte OG. And this is going to be a specific, dedicated to XLM update because I have a feeling Stellar, if we can get topside of 22.3 and hold it, I have a feeling Stellar is the one that we're going to look at today as possibly being in a pump position. We're outside of it right now in a resistance. We need to get on the top side of the 4-hour time frame in that red. Everything's confluently building into this area. And then I think possibly if we can get on top side of there, we could be looking at something in this area or this area before we fall back down. But this would all have to take place before the Super Bowl. I'm going to show you my thinking. I'm going to show you 5 facts about Stellar Lumens. And then I'm going to show you a commercial that is not an American, from the other side of the world, shared by Stellar Development on November 17th. And I'm going to show you what Stellar has to offer that we don't even see in the USA, and why I think Stellar XLM is the sleeping giant that nobody ever talks about, and there's a reason why. I'm going to play the intro, and then we're going to get into this hot and heavy. XRP Future Millionaire, welcome back, and thank you for tuning in on this Super Bowl Sunday morning at 10:38 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the East Coast in the United States of America. Just under 8 hours until game time, so we're running out of time for these pumps. I believe during the Super Bowl you could get a pump as it starts, or the finishing of one, but I believe we're going to have a hardcore dump leading into the, during the Super Bowl, or immediately following, leading into this emergency Fed meeting tomorrow. So don't get caught with your pants on, but I believe a cup and handle is formed on XLM, and I believe we're going to retest up there. But first, I want to share 5 key facts and then show you a commercial from the other side of the world that is not in English, but I do have subtitles on in American. So 5 facts about Stellar XLM. XLM has existed since 2014. XLM, like XRP, is designed to transfer funds. XLM cooperates with IBM and Credit Agricole. Commission for transfers is only 0.000001 XLM. The network supports smart contracts and DeFi creation. So that's good things to know about XLM if you're wondering why I love XLM. And then I want to show you this commercial that will broaden your horizons. It's 2 minutes and 35 seconds. Sit back, relax, and if this is on your side of the world, enjoy, because you are center stage.
The world is full of tensions, all simultaneously pulling on the fabric of our financial system.
Hola, Ma. ¿Todo bien? ¿Qué pasa?
Mira, estoy acá afuera del banco, del cajero electrónico. Ah, pero está cerrado. ¡Qué porquería! ¡Qué porquería! ¿Pero qué están haciendo? Déjenme pasar, que necesito sacar dinero.
L'avertissement intervient après que plusieurs rapports ont fait surface sur des voyageurs qui se font voler de force leur argent à des barrages.
And that is exactly where we see change peering through. Change that is powered by those who have the skills to create it. Change that includes...
And guys, for me, XLM with Jeb McCaleb, it's everything that XRP isn't for the people. There's a lot going into it of why Jeb left and created XLM. A lot of it has to do with because XRP is run by the, you betcha, the Rothschilds and the likes of those.
Includes the unincluded. A change that enables all the financial world has to offer to anyone, anywhere. Driven by technology that helps people to truly own what is theirs.
De l'argent pour mon téléphone, s'il te plaît.
Combien?
Le tout.
We are the bridge builders, connecting those who seek opportunities to those who dare to create them.
Pas des smartphones, on est d'accord. Non, nous appuyons plutôt sur ces téléphones. Vous en pensez quoi?
Our calling is to create tools for doing good by doing well.
Ma, no te preocupes. Yo te mando plata.
And doing well by doing good.
Ah, gracias, hija.
Mais entrez dans le camp avec l'intention de délivrer. d'intimider et de voler de l'argent. Prenons les dernières épargnes de ceux qui en ont plus besoin.
And bridge technical and physical borders with technology for real-world problems. Look, see the opportunities. We just need a way to bridge the obstacles, to create a more just world by acknowledging that everyone is valuable and empower local solutions to solve local problems. The Stellar Network, a universe of opportunity.
I don't know about you personally, but that is something that I can wholeheartedly get behind. So, when you hear all the rumblings with XRP, and yes, I love XRP. I will have one-to-one XRP to XLM, but there's a reason why. XLM is my sleeper coin, and my heart and soul and internal being, I can feel what they're doing. You can feel it. You can feel what they're trying to achieve. With XRP, I can feel what it's going to be, but what they're trying to achieve is a way to take over the world. XLM's trying to help the little guy have a chance in this fight. So when XRP's aimed towards the bankers and they want the rich and the powerful and the elitist to be a part of the coin, not necessarily the individual, we're in the way. XLM is derived for the little guy. You've seen that promo. You will never see an XRP promo that looks like that. Just something to consider. And they're both going to equally run. XLM's equally beaten down by the lawsuit. So they're equally both on trial. That's the common misconception that it's only XRP. Jeb McCaleb is just as on trial as Brad Garlinghouse is right now. And Chris Larson. So just consider that. So XLM, the whole point of this is, right now we're rounding. It looks like we got the sneaky W in here. And I am so tempted right now to just buy it, hold it down to 21.2 if it happened, buy more, because I really believe. But the problem is we're creating a bearish divergence in the 4 hour. So a common thing that could happen here is you could get this, a pull down, this bearish divergence completes, this pulls up, and then now the good thing about a bearish divergence is, so before we had the short term, right, up top, so we had the 4. So I don't even want to draw it out because then I'm going to confuse you, but I'll just point to them. Or I'll circle them. So before we had this cross, so you have this over the top, right? And it looks normal. You've got it all set up the way it should. Here, let me take this off because I want to show you exactly what I mean. So down here, so you guys can see. So you got the 20 is in the red, the 50's in the orange, the 100's in the blue, and the 200 days in the dark blue. So the light blue, dark blue. So down here, when we crossed, up here we have red up at the top. Then we had the short term. It's all out of whack. We had the short term, long term. So we were being resisted upon the 20, supported upon the 200, which is fine until you come back through, which we did. So now we're trying to rewrite this. So now we're trying to get the 20 on the bottom for support, followed by the 50, 100, and 200. So it's starting to rewrite the script here because we've got to flip this. But if we don't come back through the 100 and we hold here in support, which we failed, it could have done something. But see how we stayed on the bottom side of this line right here? The whole way. We just couldn't do anything. So now what we forced ourselves to do, and this isn't a bad thing, we're trying to reflip the EMA lines, and that's where all the support buyers are. That's what we want. We've been resisted. We found the sellers. Now we're going to come back down and we're trying to find the buyers. We're just trying to flip this the way it needs to be flipped. And it's so confusing to try to explain it. But these moving averages now have to go back in order. Now the short term has to get on the bottom. So an XLM dump to here might fit. You know, because this could get the 4 hour time frame down here, and that would get us into the, well, we got the 11 o'clock candle closing here. And then this could get us into the 3 o'clock. So then we would have the 11 to 3, which could be a volatile 4 hour shift. If we got down to here before 3, I don't know if it's going to dump down here again. This could be the start of something. We've already crossed through. If this can come up, that's why I say if this can hold here, I'm not too worried about the 100 down here because we can get supported on the 100 as well. And then we would just have to break through the resistance at 22.7 on the 200, which would be important. Because if you look at the daily time frame, it's kind of a little bit of a different story, guys. You got the resistance. It's already flipped the proper way. You've got support on the 20, if we can get back above it on the 22.2. Then you got the 100 or the 50 up here at 23.8. It's almost lined up perfectly now. You've got the 100 right here at 26.2. And then you got the 4-hour time frame that you could back test the initial move up at right about 29.1 area. So, and that's where this initial, before we dropped, this was where we started the drop. So you oftentimes back test that drop. And if this is a left shoulder forming and this breaks up, it's going to come into at least this resistance at 26.6, you would think. Or the other thing I would caution you with is you could get stopped on this whole move at 25.5 at that wick. You could also get stopped at 24.7. So I think with all things considering, I think this is looking pretty good. I think we're holding pretty good. And as long as we don't break to the downside and we hold in the daily time frame, I think we're going to make a push back up towards the 4-hour. And that could be your pre-Super Bowl pump. So I wanted to bring this to the forefront. I want you to acknowledge and understand everything I just showed you. Join the Telegram so that you can stay with these updates all day long. I am on top of things like you cannot believe. And so is our Telegram. Yep, Chris, you think the same way, or C-Dubs, I'm thinking the same thing as you, my brother. That's exactly what I'm thinking. As long as it doesn't fall through, I think XLM is going to have a nice little ride up. If it doesn't fall through, like he said, and his is a beautiful symmetrical right there. So I'm telling you, it's not just me in here. Chris brings vital information even when I'm not around. He's in here when I'm sleeping a lot. It's vital. And there's so much information on here. Doge was looking good, and it broke up a little bit here. If it doesn't, if it didn't roll over, well, I mean, if it broke down and you can see what happened, it had a nice little mediocre push. We've got Theta in here. We got the ideas of the crash in March we've been talking about. So many people with so many great charts in here. It's not just me, guys. So join Tom's Army, $9.99 a month. I give you the exclusive Telegram for free. We have 203 members in the Telegram. And guys, be part of the 221 members of Tom's Army. You heard that correctly. We broke a milestone. If you want to be lucky number 222, which is my number, the sign of the angels, and you'll be forever indebted to me, join Tom's Army now. Be lucky number 222.